Hello, before I start the video I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who left a comment on the last video. I haven't managed to go through them yet, but I've seen the notifications, so I'll read them tomorrow morning. But big thank you to everyone who did leave a comment. The other thing is, I just wanted to explain a little bit about the route I'll be taking today. It's actually the end of the day today, but I'm just going to quickly explain it to you. I won't go into too much detail about where the route is, but it's in the Dolomites, somewhere between Bolzano and Cortina d'Ampezzo. Hopefully I pronounced that right. The route consists of two large climbs. They're both about 800 meters in elevation gain. There are 3 peaks and the ride is about 70 kilometers long, which is probably, I don't know exactly, but around 40 odd miles, maybe 45. Okay, that's all. Please enjoy the video. Good morning, everyone. Quite a chilly night, but unfortunately, because it was raining a lot at one point and I was on a bit of a slope, whilst I was asleep, my legs were nicely touched up against the side, and so there was a nice little swimming pool at the bottom. I woke up about 11:30 p.m. with rather wet feet because my sleeping bag was completely sogging at the bottom. So I spent the whole night with wet feet, which wasn't very nice. I kept waking up thinking, oh, my feet are cold and wet. So thankfully it's a nice day though today, or it will be at least, so I will be drying with my stuff. Thankfully I had my yellow cloth in the tent with me just to mop off a little bit, but not ideal. Anyway, on with the day.
I've been thinking about myself today, thinking how I changed, how I really don't care if you are here or if you don't stay. Now I'm feeling those winter blues, but I don't wanna cry. 'Cause all we ever do is laugh it off, and I'm sick and I don't know why. You remember that night we met? I thought you looked so fine. I guess we have to agree to disagree for this one last time. Pretty weird that day when we did not exchange our hellos. I wasn't looking out for you, I'm sorry, I'm so shallow. But I'm still looking forward to watching part 2 of Deathly Hallows with you.
Hello, I have reached the top. Been up the top for about half an hour now, but I just wanted to eat some food, have a little rest, have some water. I actually only stopped once going up that big pass, and that was to put up my shorts. So I'm actually really happy with that. I just kept going, didn't stop at all. And I even was faster than a road cyclist, which I was quite impressed with. So yeah, very happy with how that went. It's 12 o'clock and I'm keen to get going just because it's quite a long day today. I have a bigger one of those to come later on, but for now it's downhill, about half what I've just come up, a little bit uphill, more downhill, then big uphill, and then sleep. So that's the plan. I'm actually going to wait another 10 minutes. I'm going to try and drive my sleeping bag out a little bit because I don't want to have wet feet again tonight. I've just reached the second peak. Lovely views, apart from the pole. And an Australian cyclist wanted to take a picture of me next to my bike with the view in the background, which is lovely. I think it was mainly for the you know, the bike and all the luggage. He said he found it tough without any luggage, so that made me feel quite nice. Okay, all was going quite well so far. Legs are fine. It's probably about 1 o'clock or so. Sleeping bag is pretty much fully dry. All's good. Okay, I have reached the bottom of the mountain. Stopped off at this lovely water fountain place. I have decided that I will be taking 3 bottles up to the top with me. Right, okay, so a big climb now. We'll get to the top and then we'll find somewhere to sleep. The time is 2:25. This will probably take about 2 hours. So I'll be at the top by 4:30. I've had the solar panels on the back now for about 3 hours, and that should give my battery back a lot of charge. Really good in the sun. Well, that is a lovely view. I am almost at the top. Not a bad place to finish. And there's a restaurant there as well. Ooh. Look away now if you don't like feet. I am very relaxed here. Oh, that is so relaxing as well. Oh, very cold. Right, I have gone off an absolute huge ton of meters today, so I think I deserve a little rest. I am very tempted to go and get some dinner at that restaurant up there instead of pasta and cheese, which has been in the sun for far too long. Wow, hey, that's a cool shot. I stopped off at the restaurant to see if they had any seats available. He said, I don't really know what he said, but unfortunately all they could offer me was a cheese and salami panini. But it was nice and it filled me up. It was £5, so not too bad. Decided against to sleep where the lake is, just because it looks a little bit too touristy. So I'm going to try and find somewhere a little bit quieter. Would just like to say, part of the reason why it was so tough going up that last hill, or mountain, was because I was carrying 3 full bottles of water, just in case there wasn't any water sources available at the top. But there's literally been loads. I plan to go down there, across this river stream, and see if there's anywhere to camp. I'm not too concerned anymore. Oh, there's bloody people over there. The concern is that there's just people absolutely everywhere. It's hard to find somewhere that's just quiet. But anyway, I'll go and have a gander down there. Right, it's 6:30, so I'd quite like just to find somewhere to sleep. There's a nice flat area here. The road runs along it. There is a footpath, but I'm not really that close to it. And there's a nice flat spot here. And if you look closely, woof, lovely view of the mountains in the background. So I might go and find my bike and then bring it up here. Well, basically mac and cheese really. I left a little bit of pasta water in so the cheese emulsifies, so it's a little bit creamy. Delicious. It's actually not too bad, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that someone else is wild camping just down there, right next to the footpath. That's quite funny. So on my quest to find a spot to wild camp, I did see quite a few spots I could go, but I'm quite precise about where I like to go. I like to make sure that no one can see me, or at least only 1 or 2 people, or from afar. And it has to be flat, or as flat as possible. So it isn't that hard finding a wild camping spot, but finding a spot like this is a little bit more tricky. It took me perhaps 40 minutes in total, but it's definitely worth it. I have a beautiful spot with the mountains in the background, you know, bloody perfect. I've got my mac and cheese here. Right, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching as always. Goodbye.